For the first time that I can remember, we have an epic strike tower in the middle of the week. First thing that I want to do is I want to spin my supply drop, get some coins. I don't really need the darts, but by the time I finish this strike tower, it should refresh. Just a bit of fair warning, if all of a sudden in the middle of this video you see me like dart out from my picture, it's because there's bees everywhere. They're like enjoying this great weather. I don't know, but I hate bees. I've never been stung by a bee, and I never plan on getting stung by a bee. So with all that being said, if I just dart off like a madman, at least you know why I'm a madman. Here's what I want to do for this strike tower. We have a level 30 Kulasuchus and a level 30 Diplocalus Gen 2. Now, these two dinosaurs are going to be able to slow you down. They're going to be able to reduce your damage, but there's a way around all that, and that is, well, superiority strike, really, because they are distracting moves. But that's kind of the easy way out. You could go with Kentrosaurus, you could go with Stegodius, you could go with Tujangosaurus, probably not Stegosaurus, unless of course you just really leveled up your Stegosaurus high. Mine's at level 15, I'm not going to try this. And as much as I like to try to have fun with these strike towers that are epic strike towers, just know that it takes a certain level dinosaur really to be able to compete, unless you're using bleed. And here's the X factor with bleed. When bleed happens on a lot of these dinosaurs, like swap in bleed, I think, or lethal wound, or swoop, they're doing a percentage of your opponent's max CP, and so it's not really reliant on what level you have it. Just keep that in mind when you approach this tower. If you can do a lot of swapping in and out, dropping some bleeds down and getting out before your dinosaur gets taken out, you're going to improve your odds of defeating this tower. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, this is for fun. Hopefully this works. If not, it wouldn't be the first time that I failed. I'm going to start with Delta. Remember, when you're setting up your team, you can dictate the order that you want your dinosaurs to be. And for me, my order is very important. And then after Delta, I want to put Dimodactylus. What I'm planning on doing is pouncing, because I'm going to be faster. I'm going to go first, pounce 2 times damage, and then I'm either, depending on if they lead with Kula or Diplo, I'm either going to just swap out, or I'm going to impact and run and bring in Dimodactylus to start the bleeding process. Next, I'm going to drop in my Dracorex Gen 2, because the swap in, it's not going to be affected by damage reducing or speed reducing properties. And then I really toyed with this last dinosaur, and I'm going to use my Diloranosaurus here. I'm not sure. I toyed with using Paramoloch, I toyed with using Rajakylosaurus, I toyed with using Brachiosaurus, something beefy, something heavy. The reason why I went with Diloranosaurus is because it has superiority strike, which I think could be useful. It's got a stun, which I think could be useful. It's got impact and run, or rampage and run, one of the two. I can't remember exactly which one. And I think that could be useful for getting my swaps in. I was thinking Paramoloch, because Paramoloch has a little more health, but a little less damage, but 2 stun moves. At the end of the day, if this doesn't work, I may try one of those other ones. But here we go. What I'm going to do, and I've run the calculations, I should be just fine for the first, knocking out the first dinosaur. It's the second dinosaur that there are so many wild cards in there that I couldn't run all the scenarios. But I'm going to lead with my Delta. I'm going to lead with Pounce. And I went with Diplocalus, which I think actually might be better of the two for me. So with Diplocalus, I was predicting that they would do distraction first, but they didn't. Now I'm still first, and so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to impact and run, which is going to get me out of there, and it's going to bring in my Dimodactylus. And this is why the order that you set up your dinosaurs is very important. Now, regardless of what level your Dimodactylus is, you're going to be doing 25% of the overall damage. Now, I am faster than my opponent. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of damage here. Lethal Wound is going to take care of the Diplocalus Gen 2 here, no matter what. I pretty much expected to get knocked out there, but I also knew that I was going to be taking out my opponent's dinosaur. And then what I can do is, I think I have two options here. I can either go with Delta for the pounce and then swap out to my Dracorex Gen 2. I'm gonna start off, I don't know, I'm a little iffy on this one. I'm gonna start off with my Diloranosaurus because I'm faster. I think what I wanna do is I think I wanna reduce the damage of this Coolosuchus. I need to figure out a way to get Coolosuchus down to 1702 or less health. I'm wondering if I go, how much damage am I going to take here? 1.5. I'm going to be good for one more hit. So I'm going to speed up. Perfect. That worked out really well. So now I'm going to cleanse off that. I'm going to be faster. And hopefully get a stun right here. Praying for the stun. Wait, why was I not faster? I guess it didn't matter, but that's gonna do it. So I got my opponent down under. I can do impact and run, which isn't gonna be enough damage, but Dracorex Gen 2 is there for the swap in, and that worked out really well. Something for you guys to think about. Remember, level 30 dinosaurs, you're gonna have to have some beef. You're gonna have to have some meat on the bones of your dinosaurs to sustain these hits and have a way to cleanse out a couple of them. That worked out really well. I don't think a lot of people have had problems with this, but here goes an epic incubator. It's going to be a very profitable day in Jurassic World Alive. Almost 15,000 coins here. We do have the red holiday chest, which I will go open here as soon as we're done with this. Suchomimus, whatever, Irritator Gen 2, both of those are Garbo. Diplocalus, this is not Nodosaurus. This is not working out well, but it could all be fixed right here. Rajasaurus, okay, I mean, I have a lot of it, but this was my small amount. I only had 11 DNA. I'm expecting a big total. As long as it's on a worthwhile dinosaur, this was I mean, it's always going to be valuable, but this was an exceptionally good epic incubator as long as this last DNA is good and a Lanqua. Well, I mean, that would have been nice to get something a little better than that. But as you can see, red treasure chests, those are going to hold your incubators in them. Like 80% chance to get like the 3-hour or the 15-minute incubator, I believe. Anything above and beyond that, consider yourself pretty lucky. I'm going to walk over to where that is, open that, and then we'll see what we get inside. Two things before I wrap up this video. The first is going to be this Holiday Chase red. Let's see what I get inside. Coins, darts, Nodosuchus, meh. Oh, and then it turned into a rare strike tower, so that's cool. Additionally, I don't know where the Dracorex Gen 2 or the Triceratops Gen 2 are. The only ones that I've seen, Dracorex 2, have been from being in Local 2. Other than that, ooh, T-Rex Gen 2, gotta go over and get that. Anyway, I have no idea what happened to them. They should be spawning one of the two anyways. But that's all I've got for today. So until next time.